Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. Hope I'm doing well. I am doing amazing, honey. My stomach hurt from laughing so much. My cheeks hurt from laughing so much. All right. The sisterhood has got again. And at this point, it's becoming concerning. It's becoming, okay, at what point? You know what I'm saying? It's getting where it's like, okay, it comes to a point. So there is a popular influencer named MJ on TikTok. She is Texas Garden Fairy, and she has a podcast called the Man Eater Podcast. Okay, she has dedicated her life to all her content being about how women should not get married and should not have children at all. Fear mongering, telling them that marriage is slavery and it's the worst thing they could do and that they'll be in danger. Cultivating an entire cult of women who are lying to themselves. Now, I'm a Virgo, okay? I could sit here and say that I don't want to say I told you so, but that would be a lie because, I love any opportunity to say I told you so because I'm a Virgo and we're always right. Now, a lot of girls don't like me. They say I'm a pick-me. They say I'm male-centered. Why? Because I'm heterosexual and I'm realistic. I have been telling girls for the longest, all that decenter men, down with men, don't get married, don't have children content is cap. And it's from hurt women where if at any moment a man would come through and be acting right and doing what needs to be done, they would be tripping over themselves, running down the aisle and running to get pregnant. Okay. And I said, listen, ladies, I understand you get hurt. A lot of women don't know how to digest feelings of hurt. That's why it's hard for them to move on, hard for them to get over things because they don't know how to understand what happened, learn from it, and move forward. And so what they do is because, 9 out of 10 bitches ain't shit. Okay. That's the reality. 90% of women ain't shit. Okay. They don't care about your time. They care about themselves only. Okay. No accountability. Never want to admit they're wrong. Never want to let other people learn from their mistakes. When it's something that they can't have, like fat women will sit there and say, oh, being skinny, oh, that doesn't mean you're healthy. Being skinny doesn't mean you'll get a good man. They will sit and anything that they can't do that they know would make another woman better than them or advance her more than them. They will sit there and say, you don't need it and it's not important. It's weird. A lot of women do not possess the ability to say, even if it applies to me, even if I don't have it, even if I've done it before, I do not have to then get other women to come join me. Okay. But majority of women who are miserable, okay, delusional and slow, they cannot wait to sit and get as many women as possible to join in because misery loves company. With ain't shit bitches, the minute they're hurt, the minute they don't get their way, they seek to destroy whatever they can destroy. And so when all these other women are out here getting thinned up, okay, when all these other women are going out places and no men are checking for them, no men are looking for them, now all of a sudden they want to tell the women who do have a man that you shouldn't do that and it's dangerous and it's slavery and don't get married and don't this. And now you would think that would be somewhere women would be like, oh girl, please, and move on. But it's the fact that it works. 500,000 followers. All right. Oh, y'all don't shadow ban that type of content. Okay. So now when I come forward and I say, hey, y'all, as a heterosexual woman, you cannot help it. There is no point in fighting your desire for a man. So I was the one years ago who said, hey, guys, why fight wanting a man and why not instead open up dialogue and have support systems on simply cultivating healthy relationships? Are we perfect as a people? No. Do we all have things to work on? Yes. But how about we figure out how to make it work? How about we focus on the health? We all we got. If we don't learn from each other, everything you hate in your man, there's something they hate in you too. We are all, there's that type of polarity. We live in that type of duality. We got our ways, they got theirs. Let's figure out how to make it work in spite of all that. I got called male-centered. When I said, hey guys, sometimes we're the problem, I got called a pick-me. When I sat there and said, hey guys, we probably should put the work in to align ourselves with the things that we want. Oh my God, I'm a mean girl. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't know how many of these instances that it takes before we learn. So we are going to break this down and it has to be acknowledged as well that this is a white woman. Okay. Now this is there is many different levels to this. Her being a white woman is very significant here. Okay. Because for the longest, they have sat there and led other women to hell. All right. They will sit there and have you, sister girl, power to the people. They will have every other woman being mean to men, turning down marriage proposals, not want to get married. That's what they'll do. Then they'll turn around like this girl has done that we're about to look at and be right in a man's face. They have done that for the longest. They will encourage you to go out and you leave your man and you're oppressed and this, that, and the third. And then you actually go act on it and be like, yeah, we're oppressed. And you leave your man and you turn your nose up to him and you ruin their relationships whole time. They be still there with theirs. All right. But this example is just such an outrageous example because we're going to look at this. I'm going to show y'all her page. Okay. Because I want y'all to get a gist of how this woman is. All right. So you'll see here where it literally says the Man Eater podcast. Now, her content has changed a lot, but the farther back you go, all of her content is literally men suck, dating suck, don't get married, don't have kids. Okay. So we're going to break it down. I'm going to show you some of her content that did not age well, where she was trying to scare everybody and tell everybody else that you don't need no man. Okay. And we're going to break this all down. Now, before we break that down, why are y'all not in my Patreon? Okay. Y'all know I have 2 Patreons, right? Okay. Why are you not there? What are you doing? All right. It makes no sense to me. All right. Now I have one Patreon that's called 6 at 6. Okay. And it is simply a once a week live show every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And we go in. Okay. We talk about whatever is the hot topics, current events, different things that go on. I give my perspective, a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of stuff that I will not discuss publicly goes on there, and we have a good time. Okay. It's only $6 to join. It supports me. It supports my art, and it allows us to have a good time and discuss those things and go in ways that we can't do on the public YouTube. And I also have a second separate Patreon, which is my Sixthegoddis Patreon. And that is a women's only group in which I get ready for all my content live. And while I'm doing so, I show you every product I use, every technique I use. And this is coming from a licensed beauty professional, which I am. And while I'm getting dressed, we have all different types of discussions like the one we're going to have today about anything pertaining to womanhood, girlhood, and things of the sort. So don't be in my comments saying, Six, what was that lip combo? What was that eyeshadow? See, if you was in my Patreon, girl, you would have known. Okay. You would have known. If you're in my women's only Patreon, you already receive access to my 6 at 6 weekly show. So you do not need to do both. We do movie nights. We're having our annual get together this summer. We do money meetings discussing feminine entrepreneurship. We change recipes. We do fitness. We have discords. It is just a great supportive network of women who are like-minded, realistic, and want to do the work. Not like what we're about to look at now with these delusional, weird, I call them women's fantasy football communities. The same with all the men who never had the wherewithal or the plugins to be able to make it to the NFL. So they all do fantasy football to feel their desire. Women do the same thing when it comes to men, because when it comes to men, it's really the only time that women compete amongst each other. Okay, so all of the decenter man, all of the sprinkle, all of the we don't need a man community, all the soft life community, it is all cap every single time. Every single time. Okay. And so if you're tired of those type of communities, mine is one in which all that fluff is gone. Okay. And we're very realistic. We don't try to make ourselves do something that we're not naturally meant to do. There is literally no point in trying to go out your way to curb your desire for a man. That is normal, and that is how God made you. It's not going to happen. I don't suggest you be so unrealistic and lie to yourself saying you're going to leave them alone. And instead, I suggest that you learn the game and learn how to cultivate the healthiest relationship that you can. Okay. All right. So it's very interesting though, because she has a very specific video where she went in and she talks about how, it was one of her biggest don't get married piece of content. And so I went on her page to pull it up to show you guys. And lo and behold, sis is over here deleting videos. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to show you all an example of the type of content that she does and why this is such a big deal that she now comes out saying that she's engaged. Okay. This is the girl who said, don't get married now. She don't got engaged in Paris under the Eiffel Tower. Okay. Now, what have we been talking about lately? About the influencer era need to die. Death to the influencer era. I almost said arena. Era. They have caused people to be discontent in their real life, have unrealistic expectations. They have blatantly lied to their audience, which is committing forms of fraud. And it has been proven that comparison on social media ruin people's mental health. So the fact that these influencers are getting on here and boldly lying about their life in order to get an audience or to sell things or views and things like that is demonic. I have been saying this for the longest. And you are especially demonic when you discourage the natural order of relationships and marriage, the natural order of women having children. Okay? Now, the glasses are going on. And when the glasses go on, I mean business. Okay, so I'm going to play this video and we're going to get a little, gist of how she was talking. And after you see all this and then you see her engagement video, your mind is going to be blown. It's going to be like, are you serious? How do you even sleep at night? How did you even sleep at night selling all of this? And then behind everyone's back was up there being a pick me all up in a man's face, waiting for him to choose you. Are you serious? Okay. All right. So let's press play here so you all can see what I'm talking about. Let me make sure this starts.
This is my scolding hot take, and you're either going to be ready to hear this or you're not going to be. Women historically have been slaves. I understand there's different forms of slavery, but women, in the true definition of the word, have been enslaved. Marriage was the act of...
Now, I want to make this clear. Have y'all been seeing the girls on TikTok and stuff that be saying how they want to stay single because they don't want to take showers or cook? All right. This need to be talked about. These girls are saying that they don't want to be married because they have to consider another person, or because they have to clean their house, or because they have to take a shower. So when you hear women say marriage is slavery, I want y'all to understand what they're talking about. They are talking about literally having to wash your ass. Okay. They are literally talking about having to make your husband's lunch so he can go out and make more money and have nourishment to benefit the family. They are talking about changing a diaper. So when you hear them saying marriage is slavery, because these women are so dirty now, they are literally referring to having to be consistently clean and considerate. That's mind blowing. So I wanted to make sure that, we're very clear on what they're saying when they say slavery. It's not what you're thinking. It is basic things, let alone basic womanly things of cleanliness. Cooking is a part of your nurturing. Okay. And I've said this before, that women who find cooking a meal for your man, keeping your house clean, having to wash your vagina every day, women who find that to be slave-like and oppressive, you know what? You're right. And I don't think you're heterosexual, because truly heterosexual women, doing something for a man literally does not bother you. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't feel like, oh my God, I have to make him lunch. It doesn't feel like that. So I say all the time, if you're a woman and you don't want to wash your ass and you don't want to clean, and doing your man's laundry makes you feel like you're just miserable, I am not even kidding. I am so serious. The same way there is DL men, there is DL women. And I truly think you're DL. I think that you want a wife. Like, you're meant to be the man in the relationship, because grown women being sad that they cannot fart and they have to take showers every day is mind blowing. All right. So that makes it even worse when they have these conversations about slavery, because they're literally talking about normal shit. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Making women property. Marriage was the way of exchanging women as property. Marriage was the property transfer of a woman between her father and her husband. Regardless of how you feel about it, that's the fact. That was the original purpose of marriage as a construct. The reason why you see divorce rates rise is because women finally have agency over whether or not we stay in these marriages. The reason why you're seeing marriage rates and birth rates decline is because for the first time in human history, women have had more agency than we've ever had on whether or not we get married in the first place and whether or not we decide to have children. There is a reason why women have been socially conditioned into believing that if we don't have children, or if we're not married, or a man didn't choose us, that's like the biggest insult to our identity or our value as human beings. I personally disagree with the entire construct of marriage. I believe that marriage signifies the ownership of women, and I disagree with it as a concept as a whole. And if you're not new to my page, you know that I have no intention of ever getting married. I relish in the idea of being single. I do not want to have any children. And I relish in the idea that for the first time, I'm one of the first generations of women who have the freedom to not participate in any of those things. So
now, this is why I will always stick by the notion that Black women and white women can never be friends, ever. It doesn't matter, okay? White women, when they say things like, oh my God, I am the first woman in my family in the first generation that it has been optional to get married and have kids, they are literally saying that once again out of ignorance, okay? Because as Black women, having single mother households, having broken families is way more common and way more accepted, okay? And the Black women should have enough common sense to know, don't listen to them when they talking about, oh my God, it's the first generation. That means they've never done it, okay? Only white women will sit and be able to say that type of stuff. Oh my God, I'm the first one of my lineage who has been able to not have no man and be on my own. Well, that means you shouldn't listen to them, because sit tight, sweetie. You're new here, and we're going to let you know how this affects you mentally, your nervous system, and generationally, sweetie. And so the women sit here and listen to these women who are the first ones to do things a different way and be by themselves, and you're listening to that. But then again, am I surprised? Because these are the same people who took a VACCINE with COVID that was brand new and hadn't been tested either. Okay, so it kind of makes sense when I think about it. That level of common sense is not common, okay? Ain't no way I'm listening to no bitch where every woman in your family had a man. Everybody was provided for. And now you're the first one with no man. And now you want to sell us that that's the way to go. And how do Black women fall for that? Because baby, we've been seeing single moms. We're a matriarchal society. We're a matriarchal race of people. How on earth Black women have seen what comes with the uncovering, with being on your own. We see how this economy, this society is built for families. It's built for partnerships. And so that's the mind-blowing part, is the women who have seen women generationally do it by themselves still in the comments talk about some yes, as opposed to sharing the valuable information, the real information, which should be, hey guys, don't even think that's the way to go. The whole, oh my God, we're all so brave and the first generations of the one to not have no man. Why Black women ain't the first one being like, anyway, we're definitely not listening to that. Go on, because we know life gon' life regardless. Better for it to life with a man and with a partner, correct? So, you know, I wanted to give y'all a gist. I'm also going to show you all, look at this. This is what she's talking about in regard to having children, because now that she's announced her engagement, if y'all think for a second that bitch is not about to announce a pregnancy next, you're crazy. Okay. But in a woman, in a woman's season where she's hurt, or she can't make it work, or she's given up hope, or she's lonely, this type of content is soothing to you, not knowing it's a demonic spell you're putting on yourself to go against nature's order. Period. Now, I am all for women saying, hey, let's advocate for healthy marriages. I'm all for a woman saying, I don't believe in the have a man just to have a man type rhetoric myself. I also believe in, is marriage absolutely a good thing and necessary? Yes. Does it need to be healthy? Yes. So I'm not saying, oh my God, get married just so you have a man. But what I'm saying is telling women to not get married at all, telling them it's dangerous and slavey is the demonic part. Why not just instead teach women how to vet in the best way they can? You know, there's limits to how much you can vet, but why not instead encourage women how to be careful in marriage, how to choose a partner carefully, how to utilize your family and support system for accountability, how to give women the best chance at a healthy marriage? Why is that not the subject? Why is it don't get married at all because the guy that you wanted chose someone else or stopped hitting you up, and now this is your only way to feel you can get some power back, but you still feel weak, so you go around with 500,000 followers siphoning the power of every woman who reads your content and actually sits there and puts that spell on themselves and say, you know what, yeah, marriage is dangerous and I'm never doing it. Congrats, you fucked yourself. Okay. And so it's marriage. It's every all her posts was dating sucks, men suck, this, that, and the third. Okay. Now this is her right here talking about pregnancy. And like I said, y'all get ready for her next announcement to be when she having some children. Trust and believe. This is I'm so tired of this. I don't know what to do. Check this out.
Letting a bum get you pregnant is a great way to ruin your life for the rest of your life. That shit will ruin your life for the rest of your life, because for the rest of your life, you're going to have to deal with that man. A lot of you guys are doing it for the plot, and then you fuck around and find out and you get pregnant and you have to deal with that fucking loser for the rest of your life. They do it on purpose. They get you pregnant on purpose because they want to trap you. Men trap women with babies, not the other way around. And if you're trapping a bum with a baby because you feel like that makes you special, like being someone's baby mother makes you special, you're beyond help. A man getting you pregnant doesn't mean anything. The only thing it means is that you're going to be stuck with that man for the rest of your fucking life. It could not be more serious or damning. Do not let that man put a baby in you. Every morning I wake up and I'm like, damn, at least I don't have nobody's baby. At least I didn't run around and have someone's baby. No offense, sis, if that's what you did, but if you haven't done that, please make sure you don't do that. Please, it will ruin your life. Also, why does my makeup look so good tonight?
Girl, please, you look half dead. Girl, like a skull. Look like the dead skeleton, honey. You look like the demon that you are. It's giving Satan, ma'am. It's giving Lucifer. Okay, you very demonic aura that you have there. Okay, and the program is undefeated. So, bitch, let me tell you something right now, girl. Whatever that nigga is that you marrying, oh, the program is coming for you. Oh, baby, trust it. Mark my words. I said it today. That marriage, that alleged marriage she's getting into, the program coming for that marriage so bad. Listen to what I'm telling you, sweetie. You have no idea what's in store for you with all of them souls you discourage. All of that order that you discourage. If you think that ain't coming back to you times 10 in that marriage, honey, buckle your seatbelt. You thought you defeated the program. Absolutely not. Okay. Notice in this, she doesn't say, don't get pregnant unmarried. Don't get pregnant in an unhealthy situation. Don't get pregnant without being financially stable. Notice that it's not the rhetoric. No, instead it's don't get pregnant at all. I'm so glad I ain't got no kids. Don't do it. It's the worst. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I want you all to understand why this is so problematic. Okay. White women have been doing this from the beginning of time. It never, ever stops. All right. So now she has sat here and she has done all of this. She has told women not to get married. It's dangerous. It's this, that, and the third. And then she pops out engaged. Okay. And she tries to pop out with this like real demure. She tries to like, hey guys. Hey. Like she tried to come through like, hey guys, I'm engaged. No. Oh, no. Say this louder. You're what? No. Say it with your chest. She trying to, hey guys, funny thing, you'll never guess. Oh, no, baby. Oh, no, I know you lying. Come to the front of the congregation. Okay? You owe every woman an apology right now. All right? So let me show y'all the steps that she starts taking in trying to like ease everybody into her engagement. I hope this ain't got no music on it. Let me see.
Girlfriend and now you're somebody's wife.
Surprised me too.
I don't think I'll ever understand that. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
just happened. They said I love the smells.
Oh, hell no, bitch. Once that music start. So, wait a minute. Hold on. So you mean to tell me after years of man hater content, you mean to tell me after reaching out to 500,000 women's souls to spread this word that you pop out like, oh, I never thought this would happen. And my thing is this. If you're going to do this, this needs to be a serious conversation. You can't send people to hell the way you have for years and then pop out like, my bad, guys. Actually, I am engaged. Hell no, bitch. It don't work like that. You need to be having a serious accountability level conversation and explain the bitch. Explain the engagement. You don't get to just, hey, guys, I'm engaged. Oh, no. We got questions. No, this needs to be a thorough, listen, guys, how about a, hey, guys, I was wrong. How about a, hey, guys, you know what? I was hurt. I didn't think no man was going to marry me. So I discouraged it in y'all because I was jealous. Where is that at? Okay. So she goes from this and then so of course, she tries to just move on like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do mass and shit. Bitch, fuck you in that puss ass mask. We don't want to see none of that shit. Explain the engagement, period. So she tries to just start doing new content, hoping that nobody noticed, but people noticed. People had questions. So now get ready for the most condescending, okay, explanation of her marriage. And this is why I tell y'all that 90% of bitches ain't shit. After being immensely wrong like this, after discouraging so many women to go after their natural God-given heterosexual desires, this is what she has to say. Oh, not me with the sound off. Hold on, child.
Yes, I am engaged. Yes, I am the same person who made several videos saying that I never had any plans to get married. I did not want to get married, and I did not agree with the institution of marriage. The gag is I still don't agree with the institution of marriage, but in those videos, I made caveats under certain circumstances, like if you plan on having children, if you plan on living together, if you plan on buying property together, those are the situations where marriage does make sense. I don't think you should feel like getting married is a milestone that you must make in your life to feel like.
This is actually insane. I know you lying. This is classic white woman tactic right here. Burn the house down, hide the matches. So never did you say, oh, marriage makes sense for children or for business reasons or greatness or legacy. You never said that. You said, don't get married, don't have kids. Now you are literally, boy, this is the white woman lie. The way white women lie need to be studied. My God, today. Coming in a Hyundai, Toyota Tacoma, Subaru. The way white women lie, my God. See, black women can't lie like this. Boy, a black woman would have got ate alive. A black woman wouldn't even waste her time lying this bad, knowing all them sign bites that's out there. But for her to lie like this is almost scary. And that's how else you know that marriage is not going to work. Because the way your lack of character, the way you're able to comfortably lie, baby, that marriage is cooked already. Your lack of accountability, girl, that marriage is done for, period. And you will be the problem. Okay. And also, because what man would marry a woman after sitting here dedicating her life to man-eater content? He's probably being sent to humble you. It's probably the program coming for you. Okay. This is crazy. That girl say, well, I wasn't saying. So guys, Her, don't get married, don't have kids. It's slavery. You'll be trapped. Also her, guys, come on, guys. Marriage is not that bad. If you're having kids and it's on that, it's okay. What? If this ain't if you don't learn after this, I don't know what will. Okay. I don't know when you'll learn.
An accomplished person. I don't think it's an accomplishment. I don't think as women you should feel pressured to get married, because when women are pressured to get married, they end up in bad situations. I am in a good situation, and I cannot tell you all of the details of the situation I'm in, because now the situation I'm in involves another person. So I have to maintain privacy around my relationship, and I will be even more stringent about that going forward. I owe it to my partner, who does not have any kind of presence online at all, to protect our.
Yeah, that's what you think. He for sure got a burner page. Let me tell you how the program work. All them girls you discourage to have a man, all them girls you discourage to have a relationship, that you discourage to have companionship with, are going to be the same ones fucking your man. Mark my words. That's where the program go. Oh, you isn't within your best bet to keep it private, because all them ladies you discourage from doing what you're doing right now are going to be on your man's ass. Mark my words. Oh, you about to learn. Sweetie, if you think you're going to get away with this without any real accountability, the program is coming for you. It's not happening, baby. You're trying so hard, but it's not doing it.
Privacy as a couple. I am in a good situation. I'm with someone who is fantastic, and I'm in a good situation. Again, I cannot give you all the details of the situation that.
So you mean that after telling women to never get married at all, never have children at all, you're now admitting that there are some men who are good candidates for marriage? Because you told them that it was just something they shouldn't do at all, and all men are gross and they're disgusting, and why do it? Wait a minute. So now you're admitting that you were able to find a man. You only need one. So now you're admitting that you were able to find one man that you could make it work out with. One man that knew how to be great and respect you correctly. Now that's what you're saying? My God. My God.
I'm in. You just have to take my word for it. If you think that I'm a dumb bitch, then you think I'm a dumb bitch, and it's probably not a good idea to follow me anymore. If you think I'm full of shit, then you think I'm full of shit, and you probably shouldn't follow me anymore. All I've ever done online was share exactly how I feel at that specific point of time, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. Engaging with influencers, content creators, when engaging with social media, you need to utilize discernment. And that has been a pillar of the things that I've said on this channel since its inception.
Oh my God. I'm scared of people that lie like this. I'm not even joking. Like, I am so terrified. I disengage, block, and cut people off that lie like this. There's no point in going back and forth with them. There's no point in saying anything to them. Like, people who can lie like this, stay away from me. I don't talk to them. I don't deal with them. There's literally no point. They create an alternate truth and an alternate reality in their mind to cope. And they do it so much, they actually believe it. Not her saying, hey, y'all, use your discernment. So now she's basically saying, well, y'all should have been smarter to listen to me. You cannot make this up. This is a lot of people, when they hear me say 9 out of 10 bitches ain't shit, you think bitch is supposed to be out here robbing banks. No, this is what I mean when I say 9 out of 10 bitches ain't shit. Exhibit A. Do you know that level of delusion, that level of mental illness you have to be in to sit there and tell the girls that, well, listen, this whole sat here and said, listen, y'all should have had discernment to know better. This girl basically just said, listen, y'all should have known I was full of shit. That's the new one. I will say, in white woman manipulation, honey, you are reaching new heights. Wow.
You need to have discernment. If anything I've said had caused you to make major life decisions or to not make major life decisions, that's not a good sign. You need to make decisions for yourself for what is best for you, because it's true. I can't promise you.
Oh my God. You literally said, if y'all get married and have a baby, you're trapped and you're a slave and you're going to hell. That's literally what you told everybody. Now you're saying, hey, listen, I never put it to y'all like that. If y'all went out there and actually didn't have kids and actually didn't get married ever, that's on you. Whoever this man is about to marry her, sir, May the odds be ever in your favor, sir. Good luck. That's what I'll tell you, sir. Ooh.
That I'm never going to change my mind. I can't promise you that I'm not going to get more information and make a different decision in the future. I can't promise you that because I'm a human being. All I can do is my best to be honest and forthcoming about.
Ma'am. No. You saying that like you encouraged women to buy a certain shampoo and it dried their hair out. And it's like, oh, my bad, y'all. I thought it was a good shampoo. I don't know what happened. Sorry. You're acting like that. You're acting like you suggested a lip gloss, okay? That didn't stay the whole 12 hours. They told you it would stay. Or they're like, my bad, y'all. It doesn't actually stay. You're acting like it's something that small. You told women to go against nature's order. You told women don't get married at all. You told them that not one single man on this planet was worth a damn. Now you're like, I'm a human. I changed my mind. That's a core principle of life. Core principles of life is not just, oh, I changed my mind. Marriage, family, having children, it's not even that hard to be able to say that that's probably something you shouldn't be discouraging people from doing because it's a natural human behavior. That wasn't even that hard to realize that you would probably think about that later and say that wasn't a good idea. Of what, I don't know, keeps humanity going. Marriage, children, families. I don't know what without that, we wouldn't have humans on this earth. And then you over here talk about discernment, yet you didn't see how that would be a horrible idea to encourage women to never have children and to never get married. You know, the way the white woman is used against people in society never changes. If you think about it, you know, it may, you know, morph into different shapes, but the very foundation of what white women are meant to do, they're still doing it. Now they're just doing it via TikTok.
What's going on in my life while also protecting myself, my partner, and my privacy, which I deserve that. Because again, I'm a human being. To everyone who is so supportive, thank you. Because I have a parasocial relationship with you guys too. And it's probably not a good thing, but you mean a lot to me. And your support, your kind words mean a lot to me. Okay. I was very afraid of announcing this because I did kind of know it was going to happen. So thank you so much for your kind words. And that's hopefully shed some insight. But the truth of the matter is there's nothing that I can say that's going to be the right thing to say. If you're disappointed by this development, then you're going to be disappointed by this development. There's not really much I can say or do for you. If I sit here and tell you how amazing the guy is, you're going to tell me that he's not. I'll see it eventually. And I'm going to get played and I'm going to get wizard lizarded. And if I do, then I do. Bitch, I don't think you realize what the fuck I've gone through in my life. Bring it the fuck on. All right? I can handle.
Girl, please. Are you actually even buying this yourself? Because you don't even look like you really believed it. That girl say, I'm tough. She said, bring it on, guys. Girl, fuck you. And don't sit here and say, oh, I know y'all gonna say it's not gonna work out. I know you say that because it's true. You're correct, and you know it. Let's not sit here and act like, I know y'all gonna be tripping. No. It ain't about tripping. It's about the program. It's about reaping what you sow. Oh, it's inevitable, sweetie. All right. So I don't want to watch any more of this because it's just my brain is hurting. I feel as though I'm losing brain cells, but we did all of that to bring it back to what? Anybody, let me help all y'all out right now, okay? Anybody who encourages you to turn your back on your own people, anybody who encourages you to go against your God-given instinct to be heterosexual and to seek a man and want to be a helpmate and want to get married, anybody who discourages having children at all, okay, knowing that that's kind of how humanity continues on, all right? Anyone who discourages traditional family structure, all right? Anyone who encourages any type of gender war or discontent between the sexes, I'm going to tell y'all right now, automatically, it's bad content. automatically they're disingenuous. Certain things don't need to be where the new generation come up with a new idea and just go with it. Things like family, marriage, partnership is a generational thing. It has been something that has been proven to keep society going for millions of years. Okay. You're not allowed to wake up one day. This girl is 30 at max. You're not allowed to get up at 29 years old and decide that, oh my God, marriage and family, we don't need it, because it hasn't been tested. You haven't seen what the effects would be of women never getting married and never having children at all. Not saying to encourage women to do it in a healthy setting, but to tell them not to do it at all. Okay. So I hope we can start getting rid of those things. A pick-me is a woman who proactively offers men intercourse. A pick-me is a woman who takes care of a man that's dogging her out. A pick-me is a woman that proposes to a man. A pick-me is a woman who allows men to have other children and act like they don't exist and take care of all his bastards around town and cover for him. A pick-me is a woman who allows a man to beat on her kids, and stays around. Okay? A pick-me is never a woman who simply says, yeah, I'm a woman and I want a man. Okay. It's okay to say, I don't want to get married in something toxic. It's okay to say, I want something healthy, but never get up there and put that spell on yourself saying, oh my God, I don't want to get married at all. You never know when your guy comes around. Women think you choose your path in that way, but you don't. And if and when your husband comes around, he gonna come around. Even if it's like her, where you have a man eater podcast, it doesn't matter. Because when your man come around that you're aligned with and you want to be with, all that goes out the window. Stop fighting things that have been proven. Stop being fat, ugly, or hurt and discouraging other women from healthy relationships, all because you've given up on yourself to get one. Now, Texas Garden Fairy, MJ, whatever your name is, I know you're trying so hard to deflect here and be, condescending and whatever. That was y'all. You are trying to, I never said that. That was y'all. You have done too much damage. I'm so sorry. And mark my words, it may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. But trust and believe the program is coming for you. Please, y'all, leave your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all on the next one.